Thanks for tuning in, guys. Mark is back, as always, with you. Hope you're well. Hope your holidays are going full on, full head on, Christmas spirit. um, it sure is for me. I actually got these snow tracks for my Christmas present from my very beloved girlfriend, and I was allowed to open it early. I was quite speechless when I when I opened up the box and I saw these. Um, she even got me the knuckles for them as well, that are required with the setup. Here it is. Um, so let's start with the positives. I guess they look amazing. This is the second gen, or V2. The V1 are the high end ones. They are the alloy. They have the alloy braces, and the alloy braces just have rubber teeth in them, and they have an alloy backbone structure within, and they just look a lot nicer. They're just the nicer ones, but at the same time, they are twice as heavy than these ones. So, kind of glad that you got me these ones because these are just not as heavy as the Gen 1. And the first gens, they're just, yeah, they just look super awesome. But again, they're super heavy. Um, so, they're lighter. The wheels, they're not plastic, they're almost like a soft rubber. It's super weird. It's almost like a rubber. Can't explain it, but it's not plastic. So I guess, if I run this thing in water or mud, I don't have to worry about it, rusting or anything like that. Super easy to clean, I bet. And yeah, so and now with the negatives on it. So it seems to have a lot of resistance on the drivetrain. So I had to do a bunch of conversions to my ESC and motor. Well, not my motor, but just my ESC. I had to install an external cap pack, and they are just connected to the ESC, and it seems to have helped. And but there's still a lot of resistance on it, and I think I just have to break them in. I actually went to my buddy's house the other day. His name's Mike, very good guy. He's into RCing as well, and we actually boiled these tracks in water and took them out, and we actually stretched them because they were just too tight, and we stretched them a little bit, and that really made a huge difference. Um, you know, the weird thing is, I have a garage downstairs, and it's pretty wide open space. It's a heated garage, and this thing just rips. When it's warm, it just flies, right? There is no resistance, excuse my French. They turn freely. But as soon as it goes outside, it was pretty cold yesterday. I took it outside, and after literally 30 seconds it would just seize up on me. The tracks would become super stiff. There's a lot of resistance. My actually clutch was spinning. It was slipping. The slipper clutch was slipping so bad, with all the resistance. So anyway, as soon as I took it back inside in warm conditions, it thawed out and it ran perfect again. But anyway, I took it apart today. I rebuilt the clutch. I tightened it a lot more, and I rebuilt the teeth on the clutch. And I tried it out again today, and there is no slippage. There is a lot of torque, and it seems to be running great indoors, like I said. But as soon as I take this thing in minus temperatures, like it was pretty cold yesterday, it was minus 15 yesterday. It just, you almost have to keep it going. If soon as you stop, it just seizes up. And we also tried you know, we left the truck sitting on the balcony for about 15 minutes, so it adjusts to minus temperatures, and then we took it out and still the same thing. So outdoors, I don't know what it is, just not, just not good for me right now. I'm not sure if they're not broken in yet, but anyway, indoors she runs great. So let's go on the inside here. Um, Again, the winch. Here's the remote for the winch. I managed to install this bad boy, and my phone again is not focusing as per usual. But anyway, here we go. I had an old N nickel metal hydride battery kicking around. So I decided to hook that onto the winch. Plenty of power. I just use a couple of straps, a little bit of tape, and it's actually supported by the body post right here. It's not moving anywhere. Nice, great little unit, lots of power. Um, Pretty happy with it actually. If I can give you guys a demonstration here, just bear with me. Okay. And we're just gonna hook up my body to here just to give you guys a quick demonstration. Here we go. All right. Hope you guys can see that. And my body is pretty heavy, right? It's pretty cool. It's a pretty heavy body, and you see it's lowering it up, no problem. There we go. And it's a very heavy body. Like I said, the good thing about the winch, it doesn't go back down. It stays where it, as soon as it stops, there's about a 1/4 inch of play that it goes back down, and then it just kind of stops. Like I said, this body is pretty heavy with this alloy luggage tray, and it seems to be holding up great. I mean, I've seen guys lift a lot heavier stuff with it, so but anyway, let me just disconnect that. That's disconnected. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick demonstration. Excuse me here. I just got to put the winch back on here. There you go. And that's the winch. Anyway, so back to the tracks. Okay, so I talked about the positives, the negatives. There is a lot of resistance on the motor. So what I ended up doing is, as per Hobbywing's ESC manual, if you're running a vehicle that is 7 kilograms heavier, you have to get an external cap pack connected to your system, and it's what we did. My buddy again helped me out with the soldering, and we just connected them to the ESC wires here, and it's definitely helping with the load. I also have an external BEC connected here, and here I just have it tucked away, and that's going to be for the motor fan that will go on here, and that's going to also run those lights. So I'm going to get a Y connection for those lights, and the dual INTEGY motor fan that's on its way into my hands as well. So lots of work. As you guys can tell, actually, I put some liquid tape on my ends here, on my light ends, on both of the bumpers, just to give it some protection, against moisture. As well, within the winch here, I also put liquid tape underneath, under there, because the connections were pretty naked, if you will. They were pretty open, so I thought it was necessary to protect that against water and moisture, and liquid does a great job of so. So lots of resistance on the motor. Like I said, as soon as I take this thing outside, it it just seizes up the tracks. They almost really really tight. So I think I'm just gonna keep on breaking it in further. And this is obviously not meant for winter driving. I don't know what it is, but I've definitely seen guys on YouTube, um, running these in -20 weather. So I don't know what's going on there. So I'm still going to be tuning this thing in. I'll get some videos going here pretty quick. Like I said, this was an unexpected surprise for me from my girlfriend to get me these tracks. And now I just have to tune it. I want to make sure it works properly. Um, yeah, so we're just still in the tuning process, but overall, thus far, I'm very pleased. They just look amazing. Um, let me know what you think if you would get the thing set up. Um, so yeah, and so that's it for today, guys. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and take care. Bye bye.